Greetings, it is I, Ryuji Dread, your resident dragon VTuber, scourge of the internet, heartbreaker, whatever you want to call me. It's good to see everybody here. I just wanted to give a quick update as to exactly what's going on. So yeah, I know, right? He VTuber graduated. This guy's supposed to be dead. How many times do you have to kill this fucking guy before he goes away, right? So I'll just make this as quick as possible. As I mentioned before, I've been having a lot of laptop issues. Laptop has been messed up since December, basically the last week of December. In January, the problems got way worse to the point where it was almost unusable. Took the laptop to a couple of shops. Overall, the shops were like, there's nothing wrong with this thing. We can't find anything wrong with it. Get a new battery and you should be fine. Put the new battery in and it's been anything but fine. However, I do think I found at least a temporary fix, but it doesn't last very long. So if I have my computer set into silent mode, generally my computer doesn't get super stressed out, so it doesn't get put under super heavy GPU load. Cross my fingers to the point that we can actually use the computer for a little bit. We being you and the Dread Knights and me. So basically, based on what I've been testing around with and stuff, I'm able to like game if I'm not really running the VTuber model or OBS for a while, and the computer won't crash. It only seems like when it's under super heavy load that the GPU gets stressed out. I'm not sure if that's overheating and stuff. I also have some boot issues that I've been dealing with. The easiest solution, obviously, would be to just get a brand new laptop, but that's not feasible at this precise time. However, I would like to make content again. I haven't been able to make content for a very long time now, even though I say a very long time, but it's only been realistically a month. And I do still have the urge and the itch to kind of make content. So I have a temporary plan in place. It's not the best plan, but it is a plan nonetheless. So I'm going to try to run things in silent mode and see how much that I can push my computer. It seems like I could push for about 2 hours without it like spazzing out while running my model and stuff, depending on the game stress and stuff. So what I'm thinking on doing, this is not super etched in stone, is I'm not going to have like any sort of schedule for when I'm dropping content for the future. I'm basically going to drop things when I can drop them. I will release things when I feel like releasing them. I will release things when I have time to release things, kind of like how some other male VTubers do it. I don't want to really name drop anybody, but they kind of like stream when they have time to. They'll drop something, be like, hey, get in here, watch this. And I think I'm going to kind of follow a similar type of path right now until there's obviously I can get a new laptop, or until this laptop decides that it wants to completely kill, die out, and then, because I wanted to change my wording there, and that's why I kind of tripped over my words a little bit, or until the laptop basically dies out at that point where it becomes, like, super unusable. Right now, I'd say the laptop is kind of on life support, and I've been doing my best job to try to get it to work itself out. I did take it to, like, some repair shops, like I said before, but none of them really repaired anything, because they refused to really work on the computer. So it was one of those situations, really, where what are you going to do? Like, I can't take it to a repair shop and say, hey, fix it, if they don't want to fix it. And, they could say anything's wrong with it, but not really actually replace anything. I think at this point, it really comes down to maybe a BIOS corruption. I'm not sure how to flash a BIOS. Again, I'm not, like, super computer savvy. I'm, like, a gamer. That's not my skill set, right? My skill set is not really to be able to do stuff of computer tech nature. Like, I can't pull computers apart and like re-swap motherboards and stuff on a laptop. That's not what I went to college for. That's not like a skill set of mine, and it would probably be more expensive to fix this laptop. Maybe, I don't even know, really, to be honest with you at this point, than to actually buy a new one, sort of. So yeah, that's kind of where we stand. So that's the update in regards to what's going on with that. I'm gonna kind of drop things when I can drop them. There won't be a schedule. I guess you could say I'm kind of ungraduated yet again for the time being, and I will drop stuff when I can. And if you're here to watch that, great. If you're not, that's okay too. I know there's a lot of people that expect their VTubers to drop content every day of the week, have like set schedules, everything of that nature. I just don't want to really kind of do that, because that's kind of one of the reasons why I got burnt out in the first place. Like, I put out the press release about a month ago that, like, it stopped being fun in that retrospect, because I felt like, it's just a lot of time consuming, and then when you're dealing with the tech issues on top of that, and then you just kind of deal with some of the stuff like the social networking, the social media aspect of all that stuff, it becomes quite a bit unfriendly, and if you've ever checked out like VTuber Twitter, or correction, VTuber X as it is called right now, you'll notice that that could be sometimes one of the most unfriendly places that you could be. And you know me, I've always been a drifter. I just kind of drift around from place to place, so to speak. That's kind of how I like to roll. So I'm not gonna go super long today, just so you know. I'm gonna kind of play a little bit of a game if the computer wants to play well, and we'll just kind of figure some stuff out. I just wanted to say right off the get-go, before I get into anything else, to everybody that's been on the channel, like, I expected when I announced, like, yeah, things look like it's over and it's grim, I was expecting sub count to go down and watch hours to go down, and the reverse happened. Somehow we managed to get more subscribers than I thought we were going to get from a guy that says, hey, I'm out. Thanks for the memories and stuff after 4.5 years. I've been doing this 5 years technically, assuming the computer doesn't die by then. May 4th. May 4th, 2020 was the first time I put out a video, right? So that's the 5-year anniversary of the channel, which is kind of a bit insane. Back then we were, what, Dreadscape game? Yeah. So I think what we're going to do is we might play a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I think this is only going to be like an hour installment. I know that's like pretty short. I don't really have it in me for a 2-hour installment. And on top of that, I don't want to stress the computer out too much. Now, I understand probably people are going to be like, well, I mean, why don't you want to stress it out? Because it could crash in the middle of the recording. And fun story, I actually did record an hour and 50 minutes of Yu-Gi-Oh! Before this. But you know what happened? Because you know what? Scuff always happens, right, for VTubers when it comes to streaming of this nature, right? Well, not I, but Windows in particular had my microphone settings incorrect. So I had the microphone super peaking super high. And then on top of that, my microphone on my actual, like, I have a Blue Yeti microphone, right? So the Blue Yeti microphone, what happened was apparently the knob, I guess when I was moving it around in the apartment stuff, the knob changed. And it went to like full peaked volume. So I recorded actually Yu-Gi-Oh! Gameplay for about 2 hours. I'm probably going to turn it into a TikTok short of some sort, or a YouTube short where I can just like compile the best of the matches, because that's the only thing I can really use it for at this point. And then I'll throw that up on one of the other platforms. But I had like matches where I just dominated Yu-Gi-Oh! And then they took it away from me, man. They took it away from me because the audio was messed up. The audio was like, it seemed like I was screaming into the microphone for 2 hours. I'm like, God damn, I just recorded for 2 hours and that shit happens to me. Streamer scuff, man. Streamer scuff. But yeah, one thing I do want to say is thank you to everybody that stayed patient. Thank you to everybody who's been trying to help in the tech issue side. Like, there's a lot of people that jumped into Discord to kind of give their thing. Thank you to people that hung out. Thank you to people that still communicated with me, reached out to me, hung out, dropped, some comments on social media, hit me up on my IRL account, because we know I'm not one of those VTubers. I don't really care too much that people know who I actually am. It's not a big deal at this point. Everybody knows my name is Kevin. VTubers breaking the immersion by saying, we've never really done anything on this channel where, like, I'm not an idol. I will never be an idol. I've made this very clear many times. I'm not that type of VTuber. I'm a VTuber for all intents and purposes. That's like a regular streamer dude. I don't lean into idol culture. I do appreciate idol culture for what it is, but that's not my style of VTubing. And, I'm going to just stick to regular streamer practices. So, people knowing my name, people knowing what I look like, people knowing I already live in New York, that's not a big deal to anybody. Not myself, because people will spot me out in the open. It has happened before. Again, not big deal for me. Guys, don't have to worry so much about that type of stuff as opposed to women do. Obviously, because most times VTuber guys, like, who realistically wants to stalk a VTuber guy, right? Like, I mean, I can't tell you how many times people have said I'm bald, which I'm not. My hair actually comes down to my shoulders, which is kind of funny. That people create really weird rumors on the internet about stuff. And then, like, another thing that's always, like, that comes up too is, like, people are like, oh man, he must be like a 400, 500 pound dude. No, I'm literally pretty average build. I am of unaverage height. I'm not a munchkin, but I am not super, super tall, and I'm definitely not what would be considered average height. I'm more of a, I don't know, I guess some people consider that like teddy bear height. I'm not a teddy bear height, but realistically, I'm like 5'3". So, these are things I don't care that you know about. But it's kind of funny some of the rumors that people like. I'm like a 450-pound sweat lord with a whole bunch of pimples and all that stuff. No, I'm a regular, average millennial white slash Hispanic dude, and that's really all there is to me. You know, that's basically who I am. I'm got like a little bit of hair on my arm, well, a little bit more than hair on arms, which is why I never did hand cams ever, and that's basically it. Like you take me for what I am. There's no smoke and mirrors here, even though I have a very cool model and stuff. But I'm like going off of tangents here. But like that stuff that our VTubers do, I'm not doing that. I'm never gonna do that stuff. I'm sorry. That's not me. I don't like that. I prefer more personal connections with my, not like super personal, but like I prefer more authentic connections with my audience where like I do pop into Discord and see how people are doing. I do pop into people's things, see how they're doing, and treat people all equally with respect. I don't, I do this stuff, but I never view people, my viewers under me, if that makes any sense, because there are some people that, I'm not saying everybody does that. It's a very small minority of people that do that in this particular industry, but there are people who do it where it's like, yeah, they're you know the viewers are beneath them, so to speak. I've never treated people like that. I don't treat that people like that in real life. People know, if you've known anything, I come out of Chinatown Fair, one of the strongest gaming arcade scenes in the world, basically on the northeast coast here in New York City. The original Chinatown Fair gave birth to fighting game legends such as Justin Wong, and there also was Triforce that used to kind of go there, but he went to other things more so. Yes, I'm familiar with Justin Wong. I have told the story before, but I went to Chinatown Fair. I was playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I was playing a terrible team. It was Venom, Tronbon, and Cable. And Venom, Tronbon, and Cable is like basically not a very good team. It was just one of those like teams that you usually would use for funsies and stuff. And back then I didn't know much about Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And Justin Wong comes in. It puts in a quarter, or well, actually back then there were tokens at CF you had to buy. So he puts in a token and basically goes to proceed to whip my ass with Sentinel, Storm, Magneto. And I don't think the match might have taken him maybe 20 seconds. I got my butt whipped. And from that day on, I just kind of started to learn from people there at CF. Not really so much Marvel vs. Capcom was my thing, but a different mindset of gaming and how to approach gaming and how to approach challenges in gaming. And also, a lot of people that know this about me, I play Yu-Gi-Oh! BCG for many, many years on a professional level. I've won some regionals. I have never topped at a national. I've never won a world championship. Those last two things bother me because I've won so many mid-level and local tournaments, but I've never been able to hit the big one. And that started in Chinatown. There was a little card shop, Walk I went to one day after watching like the anime. So there was like a Joey structure deck. I went there with a Joey structure deck, like three of them, I think, combined. And I got my ass whipped. I kept coming back every day and getting my ass whipped for a long time until eventually everything started clicking with me and I made metagame decks and stuff. And then I was a student and then I became the master. And then pretty much to my credit, I became one of the best duelists in Chinatown. Like it was between me, who most people consider me one of the top ones, and then like three other people that were underneath me. And we were like considered like the four best duelists in all of Chinatown. And I've done some stuff in our card shops also where I have a pretty decent reputation. People look at me and when they see me show up for stuff, it's usually a look of dread, which is actually how I got my nickname of Dread, believe it or not. So that's something that came way before even the VTuber days, which a lot of people don't actually know about that. Just like my Earl nickname, Kevin for the win. That's actually not something that I came up with. Those friends, because they always can kind of depend on me, kind of clutch in video games, which is something that not too many people really can credit. Like, they bring me in because they know I'm going to pretty much clutch in just about anything that I do because I like to play games at a high level and think differently about stuff. I approach things a little bit differently, and I have a different type of mindset. Like, I don't get really rattled in games, even though it might have seemed like it on this channel at sometimes. I just kind of like to chill and have fun and I just think about stuff differently. So let's see if I can actually get a couple dubs under my belt today. We're going to play a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I don't know how long I'm going to go. So I don't want this to crash, right? I got to keep the temperatures relatively where it's not going to spaz. But that's the plan. It's the plan at the moment. The game is going up. Hopefully it will work. I have the game screen here. I will change my wings too. Don't worry about that. Because I know my wings are taking up a lot of screen. I have them toggle in case you've never been here to the channel, or I just simply switch it to select. There we go. I'm going to move the camera over a little bit too, so that way I'm kind of more facing this way, where I'm looking at this game. I'll put the desktop audio so that there's no scuff for that. I already have the audio set pretty well for that. I'm going to bump it a little bit higher to 65, so that the audio isn't like over, not 65, 6.5 minus. So it's not like super overpowering me. And we'll play a couple matches. Not too many. I want to only keep this to an hour today. This is just like a hi, I'm kind of back and I'm sort of not back, you know? And at some point I do want to play more Marvel Rivals. Like I said, I don't have a schedule. I'm just going to be doing things based on the ability to do it on the computer, as well as other things. I'm going to show you the deck that I'm going to be using today. It's a basically Blue Eye Synchro deck. It's not played like how all the other metagame players are playing it, because I wanted to make something that's somewhere thematically fun. It's free Blue Eyes White Dragons, free Sage with Eyes of Blue, free the White Stone of Ancients, free of Maiden of the White, which is one of the brand new cards, 2 Maxis, free Ash Blossom Joyous Spring, 1 Molcharmy. You only really need 1. You could put 2 R1s here, but I don't use them. Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, 2 copies of that, 1 copy of Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, 1 Nibiru, the Primal Being, 2 Lightning Storms, free Piri Res Map, 2 Wishes for Eyes of Blue. I want 1 more, but I don't have enough to do that yet. Pretty soon I will. Or the Blue Eyes Dragon, 1 Mausoleum of the White, 2 Call by the Grave for Infinite Impermanence, 1 Anti-Spell Fragrance, 1 Skill Drain, 2 True Light. Extra deck, 2 Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragons, 1 Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon, 1 Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, 1 Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, 2 Azure Eyes Silver Dragon, which has a combo with Spirit that you'll see later. Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, 2 copies of that, 2 copies of Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon, which is one of the new cards that came out in the set. 2 Indigo Eyes Silver Dragons, a new card that came out in the set as well. 2 Spirit of the Eyes of Blue, new Link Summon monster that you can use for Blue Eyes. Overall, pretty fun build. I'm going to be trying out casual. Sometimes casual is sweaty, sometimes casual is not. It all depends on who we run into in this day and age today. I played many matches earlier on, saying that some of that recording I can't remember. Because we had some really good matches. Did I change the deck? I'm not going first, so that might be bad for us. Usually with Blue Eyes you wanna go first, because you can't really play out of things unless you open with a lot of hand trap. I mean, we opened with a hand trap, but I don't know if that's gonna be enough to stop my opponent. It's not the worst hand. There's stuff I can do, but if I get negated with a Call by the Grave, an Infinite Impermanence, or an Ash Blossom, we're screwed. See what my opponent does here. I'm assuming it's a Dark Magician deck based on the sleeves, as well as everything. Could be a bot, because it says YY. It's Dark Magician deck. We might have lost already. Maybe. I'm gonna see what he does, right? If it goes into, like, Paladin first turn, I'm automatically wrong. It's Dragon Master Magia dog? Okay. Does he have the full combo already? That would suck. I don't have it out for that. I think we just got turn 1 locked. That would suck, right? Yeah, I think we got turn 1 locked. Oh, that's so lame. Let me wait. I'm not gonna scoop. Wait, hold. I'm not doing that. I might have saved myself. We might have saved ourselves here. This is going for Dragon Magia. I might be able to have saved myself this turn, depending what they do. Alright, I think we won. Unless that's a solemn judgment. I'm suspecting maybe they quit. I'm not certain, though. I have to make sure I don't click the wrong one. All attack position monsters. Let's put this here just in case. Shit gets rough, I don't know. I'm assuming this player's sweaty. Let's activate Sage of Eyes of Blue. Infinite Impermanence. I'm not worried about that. Not worried about that. I would have honestly waited for when this guy comes out. That's when I would have done it. Spirit Eyes with Blue. Let's activate the effect. You have an infinite impermanence? No. Okay. I don't think we're gonna have a super explosive play here, based on what my opponent did, but we can at least set up for maybe next turn, assuming we survive. Which I think we will, based on anti-magical fragrance. Oh, or they could forfeit too. Alright, we won our first one. Thankfully, that infinite impermanence saved us. Had we not had the infinite impermanence, I'd be honest with you, I do not think we would have won that game at all. Let me wait 5 seconds. I wait 5 seconds here because usually if you hit automatically, you're going to get paired up with the same duelist again. Which I'm trying to avoid so I can get a little bit of variety in these games. Searching for opponent. Searching for opponent. Had I not used the infinite impermanence guaranteed to lose to Dragon Master Manji, I would have not had an out for that. It's the same person I played before? No. A lot of Dark Magician decks today, it seems. Okay, bring it on. Let's see how this goes. I feel bad. Tenpai's gonna get another ban. Also, Beatrice is getting banned too. Good hand. Very good hand. Mostly good hand. Alright, not chaining to my own card. That would be foolish. Okay, good. Activate the effect. Get the spell trap card. Alright, let's get that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to activate this. I should be able to. I think because I could get the True Light from my deck if I'm not mistaken. The only thing that bothers me about this, the real alternative for, is the fact that I'm going to have to get you. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna normal summon Sage of Eyes with Blue. And I hope my effect doesn't get negated here. If it is, I'm gonna be kinda sad. Wasn't negated, okay, good. Basically gonna be able to do the combo here. Things stay the same way for a while. I'm gonna activate this card, it's gonna allow me to special summon a Blue Eyes in defense position to my deck. Or deck to the field. Eyes White Dragon. That's also going to bring back the Maiden that's in my graveyard because she says when a Blue Eyes White Dragon special summon. Special summon a Maiden. Great. From here, I'm going to go into Spirit of Eyes with Blue. It's going to be relatively easy for us to do. Special summon Spirit of Eyes with Blue. So I'm going to activate his effect to get the Mausoleum. If you don't stop the Mausoleum here, if it doesn't get a Nibiru, pretty good on this play. I think they don't realize what is about to happen. Yeah, they don't. I have so many options, it's not even funny here. Alright. Send another Blue Eyes to the graveyard. Okay, let's tribute this one. Bring back the Blue Eyes. I have a normal summon, keep that in mind. I'm gonna do the combo a little bit differently than I was originally planning to. Normal summon. First thing we're gonna do is special summon a Spirit Dragon. Let's use my shiny one, right? I'm gonna leave the maiden on the field for now, because you don't know. You don't know. Special summon him. He's gotta be going away there quickly, though. Okay. I'm gonna automatically tribute this. It's gonna bring out a big beefy guy. Big beefy guy. Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon. There's one of the new cards like I mentioned before. Then we're gonna go into Azure Blue Eyes. Azure is gonna be made with the Maiden. Gonna be made with him. Okay, good. This up. In defense position here as well, because it's not got a lot of attack. That's gonna protect this from being destroyed by Spirit's effect. Alright. Main phase 2. For end phase, we're gonna end. Stone of White is gonna come out. And special summon the Jet Dragon. You're probably like, why aren't you summoning the Blue Eyes? Be patient. Because on my next turn, on their turn, I'm gonna be able to use the effect. Watch here. I think we're in a pretty good state. Got a 4,000 defense thing that can negate. I can't remove anything from my graveyard. And on top of that, I can summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon for the field. True Light also is protecting us. Because, as you see, opponent cannot activate target Blue Eyes White Dragon's monster zone with card effects. So you can't, anything that single targets with card effects, these Blue Eyes White Dragons aren't affected by it. I think they might forfeit unless they think they can outplay me this turn. Usually, people when they see a board of this nature will probably forfeit. Jeez it. And I'll also chain to that. Bring out Blue Eyes. Okay, so Blue Eyes goes first. This one's coming from graveyard in attack position. Good. Because that gives Jet Dragon's effect. That's gonna get negated. And it goes away. Maiden gets activated now because Blue Eyes is there. Yeah. Pretty much got a good pure field. Supreme Gate, huh? I don't know if he's gonna be able to pull it off. We need to try. I don't think they've got game. Can try to get that. I don't think they got game the way they think they're going to have it. Let's see what they summon. Okay, not worried by that. Not worried by that. Okay. I mean, we might get OTK'd here, I don't know. We shall see. I mean, it has to attack with the right monster, that's the thing. I don't think they win this. Okay, have fun with that. Not worried about that. It's a good try. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think this can target me right now, right? You can't. You gonna do pierce damage to me for game? I don't think that's gonna work, bro. You're more than welcome to... What are you doing? Can't target any Blue Eyes on my field, alright. Okay. It's a good attempt. I don't know what you're doing. I don't think they realized what's going on here. It's fine. I'm gonna switch ultimate into attack position. Alright. We could... if we wanted to here. I think the smart plan is actually these two. So I negate all effects on the field, right? I can't use that. Activate the effect. Those are negated. I know what you're doing. It's fine. Let's negate that. Let's do this. I have plays here. People don't realize it. Blue light, blue eyes. I mean, it's a good attempt. Go ahead and tribute. I don't think they realized they lost. No, let's see. Let's see how long they drag this one out. Rage quit coming up. See that red X up there? Usually that means the person's either unplugging their network connection. That says network failed. And if they don't do network connection failed, the other thing that a lot of people like to do is they turn like their PlayStation off or the thing. If you hear a noise in the background, again, my apologies. I live in a noisy city. I live in New York City. It gets noisy from time to time. I can't control the outside. Yep, they rage quitted. To be expected there. I mean, it was a good attempt, but, I mean, Indigo, that's why I use Indigo Dragon in those situations, because it's such a good card. Oh, wait, 5 seconds, so that we don't get paired up with the same person. That was a Zark OTK deck, but we kind of shut that down pretty quickly, which was pretty cool. Let's see who we get paired up with next. Trying to get as much variety as we can in the short time frame that I have to play today. Booyah-sama. We did not win the coin flip, therefore we might not win the game. I didn't draw any hand traps. I think we automatically lost this, unless they have a very passive turn one. I have to hope it's like set one and... What is this? True Dracos? I think I'm gonna lose to this. I might lose to this. I'm probably losing to this. I mean, we might be able to turn it around. I'm glad it wasn't a super explosive turn one, right? Okay, as long as he doesn't, like, special summon it this turn, I'm okay. Okay. I'm gonna do this the smart way, and hope I don't get negated by infinite impermanence. If I get negated by infinite impermanence, it's over. It's not truly over, but it's not going to be good for us. They're waiting a long time to respond to that. So they either have something, or they've never seen the card before. What are they doing? Okay, that might not be bad, but that magic card might be bad. Let's see how this goes. This could go very good or very bad right now. I think I gotta get a Tyrant Dragon out on the field. You activating? Okay, might be okay. Just activate it. Good try. Am I ever gonna get to actually play my turn? That's the annoying part of decks like this. It's kind of like a troll deck. I'll try my best against it. Probably... I should quit, though. None of them are blue ice monsters, though. This actually comes in handy this way. I don't think I could win, but I don't want to forfeit just yet. There's stuff I can do. It's just not the way I want to do it. Can't activate her effect again, but I can do this. That's fine. You can draw your cards. I'm not super worried about that per se. I mean, at this point, I gotta build up a board presence anyway. Activate Maiden's effect. I have to think this one through carefully here. I mean, I don't want to give him cards, but I have no choice if I do this. I gotta be smart. Because I might be able to counter something. If I do this to her, but... So are you gonna do tribute to destroy? And if you... Super worried about that just yet. Can I use her effect? Okay, you can add one card from your deck here. This is just kind of taking too long at this point. I feel like I'm just gonna be stuck in a loop where I can't get to really make any moves I want to make. Straight. Like, I have a lot of things I can do, just can't do them at the moment. Could do that, that'd be a waste of that. Could do that, that would be... I have an idea. I don't know if it's gonna work, let's see. It's not the smartest move to make. But as long as they don't do any of our dumb shit, I think we got this. Or at least unlocked for the moment. Like, this is the play I gotta make to be able to pull this off. How many times can you activate that? Not what I was going for anyway. I don't think he knows what I'm doing. It's kind of good that we could keep him in suspense. Alright, let's go into Indigo. Oh, hey! All that trolling and they forfeited. Alright. Either that or they took... No, they forfeited. Okay, that works for me. I mean, I had outs. I could have kept going with more outs. More outs than you've ever seen before, Dread Knights. But, hey, I'll take that. A win is a win is a win is a win. Actually, we should wait 5 seconds, right? So we don't get paired up with the same person again. Say, before this, actually, I can show you in the history. I played earlier. I did that recording. We didn't lose a match with this deck. I mean, there's a first time for everything, obviously, right? It's EDO. You never know. I'm not playing this in rank just because this is a deck that's like for funsies. If I played rank, I'd have to play something a little bit more sweaty, or a little bit more meta version of this particular variation. I don't necessarily want to do. Alright. Yugi M2. Point toss. It's usually a positive sign. I don't really brick with this deck, just based on the way that it works. Deck ratio. Let's see. And this goes. I might. I might play this. I might have made a mistake, but I'm gonna play it. Okay. Sometimes when I've played that card, it doesn't give me access to their card, so I think I've played against people who are actually using game manipulation devices of some sort, mods, to be able to get over that. Because I have done that before, and it doesn't work usually, which is why it says it do it unless it was like an actual game bug in the game. Actually great for us right now. I'm gonna be able to get 2 of those off. They don't stop half of this play. Okay. Much a good turn 1. Activate the effect. Add the other one to my hand. I should get the maiden, but there's no real point to have more than one maiden here. Let's activate this effect. Get a Blue Eyes in defense position. Special summon it. Blue Eyes White Dragon. Okay, great. Let's activate the maiden. It's gonna come back. It's gonna be pretty much like that setup you saw before. Unless they disrupt the play with like a Nibiru, which some people do. This is gonna maybe stop the Nibiru play anyway, while you do it. So we're gonna get this guy, attach it, then bring out the Tyrant. There's that card effect, the magic card. We can get rid of the Blue Eyes. And the thing it's equipped to is special summon a fusion monster from our fusion deck. We're gonna take this guy here by getting rid of him in face-up attack position. So we'll get the Mausoleum for us, basically. If they have like Heavy Storm, Arc Beast Feather Duster, though, it's pretty much over for us. Actually, not really, when I think about it. Because I'm basically building up to get a Blue Eyes on the field. Blue Eyes Spirit Ultimate Dragon. Or Blue Eyes, I think that's how you call it. Let's send this to the graveyard. Allow us to special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Mausoleum says we can summon an additional Blue Eyes White Dragon to the field. What we're gonna do is we're gonna summon one of these whites. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go in Spirit Dragon. We're gonna use the Ancient Stone of White. Or, yeah, the White Stone of Ancient. I just said it backwards. And the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Just messed up. I actually messed up. I was supposed to do it the other way around. I don't want to do that. Activate. No. I messed up. It's fine. This is good enough field at the moment. Because we'll special summon the Blue Eyes on this turn. I wanted to go into like full negate mode here, but I'm gonna bring the Blue Eyes out. last one that's in the deck. That way we can sit here pretty. I mean, this gives me options, right? A lot more than I thought. Might it be better long term, but having the negator on the field probably would have been better from the get-go. But this works too. It just doesn't work the way I was hoping it would, right? Because this guy's unaffected by traps, so that's kind of handy. This guy bounces a monster. This guy does his thing. This guy has his ability where nobody can special summon more than 2 things. That's his first normal summon. Alright. Not chaining to that. This works too, because of his ability. Let's set this. So he's gonna come out, that's his first special summon. He's only allowed 1 more special summon after that. Unactivated. So he's gonna be pissed when he finds out he's got only 1 more special summon he can do. Might even rage quit. He's gonna try to punch this, huh? That's fine. Got him. He has to think here. I'm gonna do that. Because now you have to change your target. He wanted to special summon more. That's what he was trying to do. Yeah, forfeits. To be expected. That actually, not overextending there, actually benefited us, because the Spirit Dragon did more to help. That was like a standard Dark Magician deck, it looked like. I mean, you hate to see it, but it happens, right? Don't hate the player, hate the game, that's the way the game is. I thought it was pretty good, those turns anyway. Casual match. I don't know, are we gonna run into the same opponent again? We're gonna go for about an hour. Maybe an hour and 30 is as much as I'm pushing it today. Yeah, we got... I'm not saying that name on stream. We did not win the coin flip. We might finally lose our first game from here. I don't know. Let's see. Still very winnable. I actually opened great for going second hand. I have so many options here. That's one. Playing Blue Eyes. Look at those sleeves. Has to be Blue Eyes. That's it? U-Bow maybe? It's interesting. Let's see if they negate it. They negate it, they do me a favor. Right? Because I basically waste a card of theirs and they get nothing in return. They lose a card, and I lose that, but look at the hand. Not negating it. They have something to negate. Get him. Summon him. Activate the effect. There's at least an infinite appearance down here. So our job is to bait it out. Interesting. Oh man. You're gonna be so kind, I will check it to the graveyard then. Call by the grave. It's expecting a call by the grave here. Either this, or they've never seen this deck before, and they're about to get mad. Alright, let's activate this. If I do it the our way, it will backfire. We can discard this because we don't need it in our hand, as opposed to these two cards can kind of be useful later. Not doing that. With this card. We're also gonna get a stone. Alright, cool. Their open field is tempting to do something else. I'm gonna do a smart place here. Any response to that? They seem too cautious here. Alright, show me Call by the Grave. Or Designator. I think if they don't have anything to stop this, they probably negate here. I think that, yeah, I think basically we'll win. Yeah, because, like, they don't get the max C here unless they have a Nibiru in hiding. Which I don't think they do. I think Nibiru probably will come out soon if he has it. Or they have it. So I wouldn't really want to set up on this, right? Let's put you here. Good. Equip. Send them two to the graveyard to bring out Tyrant Dragon. Now remind me, I gotta do Tyrant Dragon first, then Blue Eyes. Let's get them out. I'm assuming if he was gonna Nibiru, or they were gonna Nibiru, excuse me, they would do it right upon now. Because if you don't do it now, you're just gonna make a really big token. I don't think they have anything. I think they're really waiting on the max C to do something, because like... Unless it's Yubel. That's the only thing I can think of here. Not activating yet. Let's use this on him. And chuck a Blue Eyes to the graveyard. Gonna use him to go bye-bye. Okay. Nibiru anytime soon? Maybe I'm over paranoid because of all the games that I've played. Blue Eyes. We're gonna normal summon White Stone of Ancient. Because of Mausoleum, we're allowed an extra normal summon. It's a level 1 tuner. We're gonna do it the right way this time. Go for Spirit Dragon. Tyrant. First. Okay, I still have a normal summon by the way. Tribute you. Special summon big one. If they were gonna Nibiru, now would be like, you have to Nibiru right now, because if you don't, basically the game's over for them. Because I can still keep going. Get rid of you, get rid of you. And there's still gonna be a monster on the field, keep that in mind. And if they board wipe me, I still have more charming, which I don't think they're gonna board wipe. Okay. Let's activate here. Let's show some of the Blue Eyes. This is a really good turn for us. A lot of value we're getting off of it. Even if they destroy the Blue Eyes now. Good. I could keep going. Not worth it. I had an idea of something else I could do, but I want to wait a turn for it. Wait, lightning. Let's see what they do. That's what I was thinking. I could have used a different card to negate, but I don't want to. Could try. Maybe they rage quit after that. I suspect they're not going to want to keep playing after that. It's a stall deck, it seems. So the battle phase gets ended there? Yeah, that's fine. We already won. There's nothing this deck's going to be able to do at this point. Other one-trick ponies ain't working here. I'm about to get an Armada now, and then I can basically do Spirit. Yeah. It was a good attempt. So basically now, like, what are you doing? Drawn to Exodia? That's about it. I have this one negates. This one's infinite, which is not going to really be necessary in this deck. What are you bringing out? 1-star? 3 That's a good try, man. Wait for it to activate its effect, which I don't think it can activate because of True Light anyway. But if it does, I'll infinite impermanence it. Like, you could maybe grab Azure, but you're not. Yeah, you can't absorb Blue Eyes. Good attempt to troll, but not today, buddy. You want a trolly name, you know. I'll have to go do that somewhere else. We're at an hour. I'll do like one more game and then we'll say our goodbyes. Wait like 5 seconds. And I'll do more stuff in the future again, I promise. I don't want to push the computer too much today. So I already had pushed it a little bit for recording earlier that I didn't get to do. And that was like an hour and 30-minute one, but I'm gonna keep it a little bit more simple today. A little bit more simple. Searching for opponent. In 2 hours you get of me just, we ran Japanese deck, okay. Japanese duels coming up. I mean, we might get our first L today. Possibly. Take a while to figure out whether they want to go first or second, maybe because of the connection on the end. Probably Pearly. If it's Pearly, we're screwed. Maybe not. This is actually way better of a hand than I would expect it to be. There's stuff we can do with this. Depends what they do. Check the call by the grave? How? What's this? Okay. Well then. Good night. I'm gonna need all the help I can get here. You have an Irwin? Oh, buddy, guess what? Unless you got a call, and then I'm gonna give you the game. That's why opening that way is kind of okay. Because now either they have to stop their turn from what they're originally gonna do. That's fine. See, so now they gotta be careful with what they do. They either keep extending, which would be bad for them, or you just pass. If they pass, we win? Yeah, I don't think you'd do it. Because you'd give me too many advantages, maybe. We'll see. This is like a super metagame deck, and it's in casual, that's fine. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna be able to win this one, maybe. Depends what they do. I need a mover right now, desperately. That's the only way. For a card. Wait. Let's not do that. Whatever you're doing, you're not doing it. Oh, okay. Just did have a second one. Well, then none of that for you next turn, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it out of here. I think we basically lose to this at this point. I don't think anything I open with is gonna be able to beat this. It's like my hand's not necessarily good. It's not necessarily bad. It's just it's a hand. I have to read this card very carefully. I have to read this card. We might be able to win this. Not exactly what I want. Okay. Let's see if they take the bait here. They took the bait. Okay. It's reveal. My hand's pretty bad. What's in the graveyard? I have a play that I'm gonna do. I just gotta do it smart. I don't know if that's the right play. I'm hoping it is. We'll find out here in a minute. It's fine. I think I'm gonna give them the game, because I don't think I'm gonna have control over at this point. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to them. Gotta lose sometime, right? There's no... It's just gonna be a counterfest here. I'm not gonna be able to win this. Alright, GG. I'll do one more, because I never like to go on a... end on a low note there. There wasn't really anything we could do there. We tried to counter, and they just had everything. It's kind of crazy how many counters they had there, to be honest. Like, hey, you gotta lose sometime, right? That was just like... We played as good as we could with the hand that we had. Alright. Let's see how this goes. This is definitely last based on stuff I'm seeing. Let's start out the smart way. So if I do this right, I've got everything that I want. Let's get rid of you. Unactivating. Let's get this. Just gonna get rid of you. Good. Feeling pretty good about this turn. activate this. Gonna special summon Blue Eyes from the deck in defense position. Gonna trigger a Maiden to go off. And they forfeited. Didn't even let me set up the combo. Okay. It's surprising to see people scoop to Blue Eyes. I actually commend some of the people today who didn't scoop to Blue Eyes. One more? I know we're pushing our luck here, but one more for the road. One more, I'll go over the deck list and we'll say our goodbyes. Oh, it's them again. Maybe I shouldn't have said one more. We're good in second. Now we're not going to be able to do anything else, though. That's why you don't get greedy, because then one more turns into one more, turns into one more, turns into one more. Before you know it... It's not a bad hand. I don't want you doing that. I don't think I'll be able to play over that. Let's not do that. Are you kidding? It's a Supreme King deck? Can I stop this? I have to see what they do. If they do completely synchro, I might not be able to. Depends what they do here. Depends what they do. It's my hand's like so-so. This is why you don't get greedy. You just take the win when you can. It's like Vegas, man. It's like Vegas at this point. You know? Oh, they still forfeited. Okay. Thank you, I guess. I appreciate that. I know we shouldn't say one more. Because I keep saying one more, but that don't feel like a great duel to end on. Did you have to use the restroom? No. Let's go over the deck real quick and then I'll say my goodbyes today. Because today was just like, hey, I'm back. This is kind of the plan. And whatnot. So, 3 blue Ice White Dragons. 3 Sage of Eyes of Blue. 3 the White Stone of Ancients. 3 Maiden of the Whites. 2 Maxis. 3 Ash Blossom Joy of Spring. 1 more Charmy for Wallows. 2 Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. 1 Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. 1 Nibiru the Primal Being. 2 Lightning Storm. 3 Piri Rest Map. 2 Wishes of Eyes of Blue, but I really should have a third one in here. I'm gonna take down one of the alternative dragons. 1 Roar of the Blue Eyes. 1 Mausoleum of the White. 2 Call by the Grave. 3 Infinite Inheritance. 1 Anti-Spell Fragrance. 1 Skill Drain. 2 True Lights, because if one gets negated, at least you have a backup plan. 2 Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragons in the extra deck. 1 Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon. 1 Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. 1 Blue Eyes, or Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. 2 Azure Eyes Silver Dragon, because if one gets removed, you need another way to set up the combo. 2 Blue Eyes Spirit Dragons. 2 Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragons. 2 Indigo Silver Eyes Dragon. And 2 Spirit with Eyes of Blue. So, you can see the deck. It's pretty strong. Pretty strong. That's gonna do it. I am gonna call it there. I'm not gonna be greedy. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for chatting with me. That is the plan going for the time being, so we will continue to do stuff based on when I have time to do it. I won't have a schedule out. I will just do things on the fly and be like, hey, get in here. We'll do it until however long the laptop will last this way. And hopefully we'll be able to have some fun times in the future. Again, thank you to everybody that's been patient. Thank you to everybody that's watched me for the last 4.5 years. 5th anniversary, May 4th, assuming the computer lasts that long to be able to do that. Thank you to all my chatters, as always. Thank you to all my lurkers. Thank you to everybody that's, helped on the Discord, reached out to me on Discord, reached out to me on social media, reached out to me on my IRL account. All those things really do. I do appreciate them. I appreciate my fan base. I always have. I'm not one to, like, scoff at any of that stuff. So anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. And most importantly, I appreciate you. I will see you again soon.